Peace, family. 2 months ago, a young man named Shali Tilson was found murdered in a Georgia jail. To this day, we still didn't know what happened to him. He was a 21-year-old college graduate, and he had his own clothing line, so he got a lot of things going for him. Unfortunately, a young man was found dead at a jail cell, and still to this day, we still don't know what happened to him. So I'm going to play this press conference from the Tilson family, and I'm going to give you my commentary.
Two things. One, to update the community about the progress of the Shali Tilson investigation that our law firm is conducting. And two, to send this family off as they prepare to return to Rhode Island for the services for their son, their brother, their family member that tragically lost his life in the Rockdale County Jail. And so we have a number of community organizers who are here to support the family, support this effort, and I'd like to introduce them and have them speak. And then we'll introduce two family members that will talk very briefly about Shali and about what he meant to this family and about the tragedy that they have experienced as a result of his passing in Rockdale County Jail. First, I'd like to bring up Brother Brantley, the president of the Rockdale County branch of the NAACP.
First of all, thank you guys for being here in our county. Also, I want to say to everybody is that the Rockdale County NAACP, we're going to do our own full investigation. We have gotten in contact with the attorney. This is the first day we met with the family. One of the things we want to do is want to find out all findings about the incident. So wherever justice goes at and lies at, that's where the truth is going to be at. And that's one of the things that the Rockdale County NAACP and our executive team we like to do. We're going to find out the truth, what happened, and wherever the justice lies at, that's where the truth will be at. And again, thank everybody for coming out. And again, sorry to the family for their loss. But we will be staying in contact with the family and the attorney and going forward with all findings about this case. I know this case has been a kind of a very, very high-profile case in the county and even in the state. We want everybody to know, the county and the state and the nation to know that the Rockdale County NAACP will be front and center with this case. I want to thank everybody for coming out again. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. At this time, we'd like to have come up Gerald Rose of the New Order Human Rights Organization, and Gerald has been organizing around issues involving young people who have either died in either police custody or during police interactions. So, Gerald Rose.
Good afternoon. First of all, I'm not no stranger to Conyers and Rockdale County. I've been coming out here several years. When I received a call from this mother, I was shocked, but I was not surprised. So I just want to let the mother know that I will be just hanging in with her. I'm glad we're going to work with the NAACP chapter out here, and we're going to make some noise. My job is to start calling all organizations to Rockdale County. And on May 14th, we're going to be in front of the GBI building. While they handle business inside, we're going to be outside handling business and make sure this case is not going nowhere. This could be a Sandra Bland case. We don't know what's going on. I travel across this country and deal with issues like this. We don't know what happened, but believe me, something did happen. I spoke about a month ago in Atlanta. A young man started talking to me about he heard some scenes. I said, hold on, let's keep that private. So I'm going to reach back out to him to let her know that we need closure for this family. She's not alone. I love you. And also, New Orleans is going to push the GoFundMe account to get financial help to send this family back to bury her son. Again, thank you for Molly. We're going to team up with the attorney, and we're going to make sure justice is served here in Rockdale County. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We want Mom, Ms. Tanisha Tilson, to speak very briefly about what this has meant and this business establishment here in Rockdale County being willing to host this send-off for them as they prepare to return to Rhode Island. What what the generosity of this business. And we want to make it clear that there are roles that businesses can play in our community when these kinds of tragedies happen. And this is a wonderful, powerful example of not just wanting people to come into a restaurant or come to their business to provide them food or services, but when a tragedy happens, to be a place that people can come and hear what is going on and try to have support for a family that's going through this. So Miss Tanisha Tilson, and I know her husband is here, Mr. Vladimir Tilson is here as well, but Miss Tilson will speak very briefly, and then she'll be followed by her daughter, one of her daughters, Diamond. Okay, Miss Tilson.
Hello, I'm Tanisha Tilson, Shali Tilson's mother. I would like to thank everyone for coming out today, and Nana's Chicken and Waffles for hosting this event for us. I just wanted to talk about Shali a little bit. He graduated from Rockdale County High School in 2014. Shali was a college student. He was going to school to be a paralegal. He also was a business owner. His business name is Urban Perspective, Pound Up. My son wasn't a criminal. He was a good kid. He was held for 10 days on 2 misdemeanor charges and ended up dead. And we want to know why and what happened and who's responsible.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Diamond.
My brother was a very outspoken individual. You could always feel, we always felt very protected with him. He was a nurturer. He always made sure he took care of everyone around him. And something I can say about him was that he was definitely selfless. He always put us before him. So we're going to do everything that we can to make sure, his case is noticed, because, it can happen to anyone. And, even with him being the good person that he was, unfortunately something like this tragedy happened to him, so it has really affected my family. Like, it's hard for us to eat, hard for us to sleep. Like, this is all that we think about. And I don't want people to just turn a blind eye to it. I want everybody to spread awareness for my brother, because if it happened to anyone else, even someone he didn't know, he would be out there trying to get answers. That's just the kind of person that he was. So I definitely want to get justice for my brother, and we won't stop until we get justice for him.
Thank you. Thank you. As a law firm, we want to really emphasize 3 things. The first is that we will be meeting with the director of the GBI on May the 14th, and we look forward to an opportunity to hear from the director to find out where they are in the investigation, so that we and provide them any evidence that we're able to collect. So the second part of that is that we as a firm have our investigator going around collecting information and interviewing witnesses. And so if there is anyone out there that was at the jail when this tragedy occurred, we're asking them to call us. You will have protection. These organizations here will not allow anything to happen. There is no need to be afraid of any retribution. We just ask that you would have the courage to come forward and to share with us what happened and what you observed and what you witnessed. Because what we know for sure is that a 22-year-old who walked in 9 days before should not be carried out dead. What we know for sure was that he was healthy, and there is no reason that his life should have ended in Rockdale County Jail being held on 2 misdemeanors. And so we're very clear about that. And so our job and our responsibility, as it is in all of our cases involving wrongful death, is to dig down and find out what caused his death and who is responsible. And so we want, again, it is our hope that the Rockdale County District Attorney will look into bringing criminal charges for whoever is responsible, whoever caused the physical injury that resulted in his death. And the last thing is, we want, again, to ask the Rockdale County community and communities across the country to support this family. Unfortunately, this becomes yet another family and Shali Tilson becomes yet another hashtag through police interactions, jail experiences, dying in custody, that our communities across this country are very frustrated and tired of. And so we're hopeful that people around the country will support this family by communicating with us, going through the GoFundMe, help them get back to Providence, Rhode Island, where they can have a beautiful and dignified remembrance of Shali and their son and their loved one. And so with that, we thank you. We appreciate everyone for being here. We want to again thank this business establishment for just doing this. It means the world to this family. They are grieving. It's very difficult for them right now, but this means a lot. So thank you, and I'll take some questions.
I'm going to stop right there. You saw the press conference. Shali Tilson, 21 years old, had paralegal. He was going to school for paralegal. Has his own clothing line. Good kid. He was charged with a misdemeanor. And then, as you saw, a couple of days later, he was dead. Still, nobody knew what happened to him. But again, it shows that it's sort of like another Sandra Bland case. But this young man didn't do anything wrong. He didn't have a criminal record before the incident. And the mother and the sister is grieving right now. But all I can say is, we're going to find out who did this. We're going to seek justice for this family. My thoughts and prayers goes to the Tilson family. And it shows that it could happen to anyone. It could happen to anybody you know. So guys, what are your thoughts about this? Share this video. What do you think about what happened to Shali Tilson? And remember, this case happened 2 months ago, and the media is starting to talk about it. 2 months ago, and still nothing happened. So let me know what you think. Leave a comment below, and I will talk to you again on another video. With that being said, this is Lion's Den, and I'm out. Deuces.